Bob Maloney from My MMA News, and I am talking to Becca, the Giraffe Evans. And Becca, how you doing? You're coming off your second fight, second pro fight. You got to feel good. You traveled down south, treated yourself to a little early Christmas present with your second pro victory. How you feeling a few days after? And thanks for giving me some time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me with you today. I'm feeling great. It was a first round stoppage, so I was very lucky to come out with just a single bruise, and I felt like I could, go many more rounds again. It was a great experience.
Well, Becca, being from Delaware, tell me a little bit about how you ended up traveling down to Georgia for this fight. How did that come about? You decided to did you take the van down again?
Yeah, we took the battle van down again. So we went down to Georgia. B2 Fighting Series. They are all over the South and Midwest. There was just an opportunity that came about. We saw that they had a card set for December, and that was it was a good time for us. So we were able to link up with them and get something set actually pretty quick. We were matched, I believe it was by like mid-October. So it was a relatively longer fight. We had enough notice, a relatively long fight camp. But it was nice because I could take that time to cut and get the training in. And I'll tell you what, it was probably the best prepared fight that we had. And really just in every aspect, from the game plan, which started exactly how we wanted, but we also had our contingency for that second half of the round. But the strength and conditioning was top. My cardio, I felt fantastic. Just my nutrition, everything was really coming together. And yeah, so we took the battle van down again, drove down. That was about a 15-hour drive this time, so a little less than Tampa. But all the good stuff. We had made sure our coach got to go to his Harley Davidson dealership so he'd get his poker chips on the way down. So we always have a good time with it.
Well, I'll tell you, that fight was awesome to watch because there was so much in that fight. Like you said, I mean, the beginning of the fight, I mean, you were just unleashing some serious strikes. Then she did finally get you down, and you had to fight off of submissions. And then the way you ended it, man, that was just like exciting. And like, once again, congratulations. Becca, what do you see for you coming up? Listen, we're heading to the end of 2021 into 2022. Tell me, if you could plan it out a little bit as far as your fighting, what would you like to see happen in the next year?
Yeah, we were actually just talking about that earlier today. We're hoping for something, a very early springtime fight, something around March. We're just with work schedules and stuff. I still work full time. My coach is traveling as well. He works full time. So we're looking at probably something in March, as we have both of us have a very busy January schedule with work. So just to kind of plan around work schedules and things like that. We're hoping for March or April. But hopefully now that I've gotten 2 under my belt, we can kind of continue this momentum and be able to be a little bit more active than just twice a year. I ideally would love to have fights 3 or 4 times a year and be active like that. But working full time, I'm lucky because my boss does allow me to work from home. And I can really tailor, fight camps and training and strength and conditioning and all that around that. So I'm hoping that this will just, as we add the experience, we add that, showing we are willing to travel. We will drive that van all across the country and, give me a date, give me an opponent. As long as it works in our schedule, we're there.
Well, right now, listen, Philly MMA, hashtag Philly MMA is really hot right now. We have a lot of guys in the UFC, and you're in Delaware, which is, a stone's throw from Philly. I actually want to include you in that because, I think you have a chance to, go in that place too. Now, Becca, do you follow the Contender Series or anything like that? Because if you watch that, I mean, you're seeing some women, if you watch their record, you're seeing some women with 4, 3, 4, 5 fights getting an opportunity on there because, just because women's sport is newer, they have lesser experience. So what do you think? Do you think maybe by the end of the year, say if you had, another 2 good fights, maybe 3, that you might be a candidate for that?
I absolutely. I've been joking about it that, I know with the Ultimate Fighter, the minimum I think was like 3 fights to be considered to be part of the Ultimate Fighter House. I assume it's probably about the same thing with Dana White's Contender Series, especially like you said with women, taking on those with perhaps maybe less experience, just because it's harder for us to get the fights. But yeah, I mean, watch any of my fights. I'm exciting. I bring the battle. I'm going after. I'm taking souls, and I go out there to fight. I don't view this as a sport. I view it as a fight. I go out there to fight, not to play for points and things like that. That's not our style. Maybe it's a little bit more old school, but I think that's where the heart of MMA is. It's a fight. It's not a sport.
I love that. I love that. Listen, Becca, do you want to give out any, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays to anybody? Give you some time here to say, to your people. I know you got a lot of support and a lot of love so far to get you to this point.
Absolutely. All of my sponsors, I could not have gotten anywhere without them. A lot of people don't know I do work a second job on weekends just to help out with, some training costs and things like that. All my sponsors were able to help me not have to do that second job that I was doing on weekends and nights and stuff, so that I could focus on training. They helped me get down to Georgia, which, if anyone knows anything about the microchips and stuff like that, the vans are extra expensive. Gas is extra expensive right now. So the travel was definitely, way more expensive than it was back in the spring. And I could not have gotten anywhere without my sponsors helping me and supporting me with that. Every single one of my teammates and all of my students here, they were there for me 100% of the way. I know I was a little heavy-handed during some sparring sessions. I apologize to some of my teammates, but they were, I appreciate every single one of them. Anyone that gave me a grappling round or an MMA sparring round or as a stand-up round, I appreciate everyone, all of my friends and family, anyone that bought a pay-per-view or bought a ticket to come see me, that supported me, that wished me, good luck, just from the very, very bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you to the B2 Fighting Series. They were beyond professional. Very professional organization, easy to work with, fantastic backstage. Just I don't have enough good things to say about them. They're just absolutely amazing promotion, and I very much appreciated the opportunity to be on their card.
That's great to hear. I love to see regional MMA. That's what I'm involved a lot in here in the Philly area. I'd love to hear that you're getting great experience out there. There's other good promoters out there. Once again, Becca Giraffe Evans. Listen, this lady, she's 2-0, and let me tell you something. She is so fun to watch fight. You heard her. She goes to take souls, and it was a pleasure talking to you. I'm really looking forward to following your career. Have a great holiday season, all right? And we'll talk to you sometime in 2022. I look forward to hearing, some fight news from you, and the best to you and your family and your team. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.